DLRs, hey, what's going on, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel? Thank you for watching. In today's video, we've got a TV project and we are going to focus on a coax cable and use a cord hiding kit to hide it. And this might be a cool option for you as well. Let's get started. DLRs, here we are at the TV, and you can see the TV on top and the floating entertainment center on the bottom, and in between the TV and floating entertainment center, you can see a cord hiding kit. And coming out of the bottom, you can see a long white drooping cable. And that is our coax cable. And I have unplugged everything for safety purposes as I work through this project. You can see the outlet down below underneath the floating entertainment center. And again, that long drooping coax cable, what an eyesore. And we are going to install a kit just like that. We have properly primed it and painted it to match the wall. And we're going to, again, hide the coax. And there's the connection. Camera now in position, directing our attention to the coax cable connection. And on the back side of this is where the coax cable runs all the way through the walls and to the exterior portion of your home, where the cable company has access to it, or in other words, your cable box. And again, this portion feeds into our entertainment center. And I am going to carefully unscrew this and remove it. And just be careful as you do this. There it is. There's the internal portion, the little pin. And I will set that down. I'm now going to remove both of these Phillips screws. And the screws are about 1 inch long. And from here, I'm just going to carefully pull this out slightly so you can see the back side of it. There's what it looks like inside, additional wire or cable. And if I can do it by hand, I'm going to loosen and remove this. And there it is. And I can now completely discard of this entire cap. To the workbench, I grabbed my 1/4 inch ratchet and a 1/2 inch size socket. And if you can remove this jam nut by hand, cool. But in most cases, you can't. And I'm going to ever so carefully loosen it up. And once I loosen it up, I can spin this off. And I'll set that aside. I'm just going to pop it through the opposite side. There's the ring and jam nut, and we need to keep this part. And you will notice one side is longer than the other. And the longer was the one that connected to the fitting that is secured to the cable that goes inside the wall. Back to the coax, and again, in regards to this little fitting or adapter, the longer portion of the threaded stud secures to the cable that goes inside the wall. Do not cross thread this. And you can continue securing it with wrenches, but do not over tighten it. From here, we are not going to secure the opposite end. We will go grab the additional parts, which include a new outlet cover and cord hiding kit that, again, we painted to match the wall. Take a step back and up and to the additional parts. And here are the new outlet covers, and we're only going to use one. Down below in the comments and description will be a link on where to purchase these. And inside, little bristles. And a corner piece. And again, a long cord hiding kit. And these open up at that location and allow you to feed cables, wires, etc. in them, and then you can lock that back to secure the wires and cables, just like this. Down below in the comments and description, again, will be a link to a kit and this outlet cover. And here one is removed from the packaging. And again, the center portion is little bristles, a cool option in design. Your screws are hardware. I'm not going to bore you with installing that. That's pretty self-explanatory. We'll get that installed and show you what it looks like. However, I do want to point out a few things. Here are the parts removed from the plastic wrap and separated, and you've got 2 long screws and 2 short screws. As far as this piece, that is the back that have the little rods, and that is the front, and the longer screws secure this to that little enclosure, and then the smaller white screws secure this little cap to that part there. Now to an update, I've got the inner piece secured to the inner electrical box, and you've got two oval cutouts, one on the bottom and one on top, and that is where the longer screws go into. In DIYers, you are securing into plastic. Do not over tighten these. You will do one or two things. Number one, you will crack the brand new piece, and or number two, you will crack and cave in your drywall or sheetrock. In DIYers, you don't want that. However, from here, again, don't over tighten it, but you do want it snug, and we will bring in the cover, align that properly, and secure it with these screws. Take a step back and up. That part is secured. Direct inner tension to the cord hiding kit, and at the very end we will clamp this on as shown there. You will see that here shortly, and that is where it again disconnects and opens up. On the back side is your sticky portion. We are going to peel that away and go underneath here and secure it. Basically flush with the bottom portion of the entertainment center, feeding all the way out and in line with the brand new installed cover. However, real quick, I do want to show you this part opened up, and again, all I did was open it up as shown here, and when it comes time to re-secure it, you just snap it back in place. To an update, I've got the coax cord fed all the way through the cord hiding kit, and from here I am just going to carefully re-secure this in place. And just go all the way down and snap it back until it's properly closed as shown there. We are making progress, and I want to show you a few things coming up and under. And I've got it basically flush again with the underside of the floating entertainment center, and I will show you the end result when I've got everything put back together. And there is the connection points as shown there. Camera down position, and before I begin feeding the coax cable inside the wall, I do want to talk about this entire cord hiding kit housing. And after peeling away the back portion that protects the sticky portion of that housing and positioning it and placing it against the wall, the instructions state to apply pressure gently for about 20 seconds in every single portion along the housing. So again, go slow and take that into consideration. However, I'm going to again feed this in as well as feed it inside the cord hiding kit as shown here. And this is going inside that entire connection inside the wall as shown there. And I want to position it where basically this is in the center between the bristles, and this is not putting too much tension or pressure on the bottom or top or side portion of the housing. And I like that. And again, this piece right here is a little too big. And what I mean by that, when I install it as shown here, the bottom portion where my thumb is does intrude and go over the cover panel here. So I may spend a couple minutes and sand this bottom portion or cut it away to ensure that this connection point is properly secured and not really touching the cover panel. However, I will show you how I do that. I'm just going to bring it in and feed it up and on and secure it and center it. And again, it looks pretty good, a lot better than what it did, especially if I come back and take a view from this direction. But again, it's not flush against the wall, and I want it to be. DIY is taking a step back, and as you can see right away, first glance, what a difference and upgrade in presentation or finish. There is no longer that long white drooping coax cable that feeds out of the bottom portion of the center and almost down to the floor and then back up. Again, it was ugly. In addition, if you've got kids or pets running around and playing in that area, it is a possibility that that coax cable can be tugged on, pulled, or damaged, and that may open up a whole different layer of problems or projects. However, again, presentation purposes, it looks a lot better hidden inside that cable or cord hiding kit. And again, as I just mentioned, we are going to trim or cut that little elbow or 90-degree angle turn adapter. However, we will not bore you with that in this video. We're just going to do it and trim it to a point where, again, it's not looping over and touching that cover plate. So again, DIYers, we hope this helps. In addition, down below in the comments and description, you're going to find several helpful video links that take you to additional videos of hiding cords, as well as installing modems, repairing your TV, and more. So definitely check out down below.